Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Fullmetal Alchemist. So, due to popular request, we're going to be watching it in the dubbed from here on out. I released the opening reactions. The feedback has been overall pretty good. I asked in the comments there if we should watch the sub or the dub version, and it's pretty much overwhelmingly dub. At first, it was a bit split, but I see I probably like 70 to 80% of people are saying dub is definitely the way to go, and I'm fine with that. Be honest, I haven't watched a dub anime in like a long time. I think when I watched some other people do reaction videos, I watched the dub version of My Hero Academia. Other than that, I don't think I've actually sat down and like chosen to watch a dub anime in many years. So, but I'm totally okay with it. I hear the dub is phenomenal from you guys, so that's what we're gonna be doing. The next episodes are up on Patreon right now. The Soul tier has episode 4 up, and the Ascended tier should have episode 5 up. The patrons also have the benefit of not only having early access, but less marked down episodes, so you get more reaction, as well as clear reactions, so the episodes don't look like this, they look a little bit more like this. You can get all that stuff on my Patreon, first link in the description. So without further ado, let's check out episode 3 in the dub.
Alchemy, the science of understanding,
all right, here we go.
and reconstructing
I gotta
matter.
relearn the dub voices now.
It is not an all-powerful art. It is impossible to create something out of nothing. If one wishes to obtain something, something of equal value must be given.
Right.
This is the law of equivalent exchange, the basis of all alchemy. In accordance with this law, there is a taboo among alchemists. Human transmutation is strictly forbidden. For what could equal the value of a human soul?
Interesting. I don't think they... I'm not too sure if they said it like that in the sub. For what could equal the value of a human soul? It's a good question, right? It depends on who you ask, I guess. All right, episode 3.
Those who have lost their way, the sun god Leto shall shine his
So what are you guys, like street performers or something?
Seriously, do we look like street performers to you?
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Let's go, Al.
I could see it.
Easy, I didn't mean nothing by it.
Sorry, accident. We'll fix it.
How's that? It smashed to hell.
Watch and learn, Gramps.
Damn, that's just showing off. They're just showing off.
There, see? How's that?
Amazing. It's a miracle. You've been touched by the sun god, just like Father Cornello.
So
who now?
It's not a miracle.
Being an alchemist
Alchemy.
must really be like a rare thing, you know?
I've heard of them. Then maybe you've heard of us. We're the Elric brothers.
The Elric brothers, you say?
Never heard of you.
Know that name.
Oh no.
Fullmetal Alchemist, Edward
Never
Elric,
mind.
is that right? Wow.
I thought he was about to get humbled. Yep.
No, it's not me.
Of course.
What? You mean it's the little guy there?
Episode 3, City of Heresy.
So,
Sounds
what's
good.
with this guy on the radio?
That's our leader, Father Cornello.
We were lost until he came to town and began teaching us all the ways of the sun god Leto.
He grants eternal life to the souls of the faithful.
He can even resurrect the dead. His miracles are proof that what he says is true.
Yeah, that doesn't sound culty
This
at
guy's
all.
claiming he can bring the dead back to life? Now that's something I gotta see.
Yeah, hey, maybe he can do it. The whole series can end right here. They resurrect their mom, that's it.
So that's it, huh? What do you think?
There's nothing to think. That's alchemy, no doubt about it.
But somehow he's ignoring the law of equivalent exchange. He should have only been able to transmute that flower into an object of equal mass.
And he's changing organic matter into inorganic matter. He shouldn't be able to do that unless...
Yeah, there's just one way. Bingo.
Huh. I mean, do they suspect he has the Philosopher's Stone as well?
And through him, all things are possible. If you believed, I'm sure Leto would bless you and make you grow taller.
What's that supposed to mean?
Damn, they
He's
just...
just trying to help.
He's not even that short,
Bringing
man.
the dead back to life.
What's with these people?
Do you believe that's possible too?
Yes.
Water 35 liters, carbon 20 kilograms, ammonia 4 liters.
components of a
lime,
human body.
1.5 kilograms, phosphorus 800 grams, salt 250 grams, saltpeter 100 grams, and various other trace elements. That list list represents the complete chemical makeup of the human body for the average adult. It's been calculated to the last microgram, but still, there's never been one reported case of successfully creating a human life. You have to understand, alchemists are scientists. We don't believe in unprovable concepts like creators or gods. We observe the physical laws that govern this world to try to learn the truth. It's ironic, really, that through the application of science, we have in many ways been given the power to play gods ourselves.
So yeah, I guess I never really considered the alchemists to be consider themselves scientists, because I guess what they're doing is so far out of the realm of like what we know as science, because obviously we can't do alchemy. It's interesting because I mean, I think this argument that he's having with this girl in the church is like pretty reminiscent to what you hear of like the whole science versus religion argument even like now, you know, in the real world. And I'm not gonna preach about which I think is right or whatever. And I'd rather people not do that in the comments or anything either. But you have to admit that it would be kind of playing God at some point to attempt to, well, I don't know. I always feel really weird about people who claim to be that others are playing God. You know, like if bringing a human back to life was theoretically possible, right? Then that a lot of people would say that'd be playing God. But like a lot of things we do are playing God. We clone sheep and we manipulate the forces of nature and we have the ability to drive other species extinct through nothing more than just pure will to do it, you know. I think humanity as a whole, not individuals on a more specific level that I guess would apply to this, but humanity on a whole does kind of play God in a lot of ways. So it's kind of a bit hypocritical, but I don't really know. But more on the plot focus. Obviously, there's some shady stuff going on with this church. Not really by anything we've seen yet, other than the fact that the father is probably they call him Father. I didn't catch his name, but obviously he's misleading people, saying that what he's doing is miracles when he's just doing alchemy. It's a weird line to draw when it comes to giving people hope or improving like society's morale and mindset versus manipulation. I think there's a fine line, and those lines don't necessarily cross perfectly. I think you can have a medium where someone is manipulating people while also providing them benefits. I don't think it's mutually exclusive. I think they can both be true, and I have a feeling that's what is happening here. The people don't seem to be suffering under this father, but at the same time, I'm sure he's not. I'm sure he's got nefarious purposes that he's getting out of being like a leader of this town.
We have in many ways been given the power to play gods ourselves.
So you're putting yourself on the same level as God? That's just sheer arrogance.
You know, there's an old myth.
Yeah.
A hero who flew on wings made of wax.
I mean, they're both right.
Thought he could touch the sun, but when he got too close, his wings melted and he came crashing back down to Earth. Right, Al?
Brother.
Kind of like Icarus,
I'm sorry,
right?
miss. This is difficult for me to ask. But do you think your father, Cornello, could even save an arrogant scientist like me?
Of course, that's wonderful. If anyone can lead you to the Creator's light, he can.
Father Cornello.
Like, obviously, she and others don't mean bad.
A child
They're
and a
just
man
being
wearing a
used.
suit of armor. They would only give their names as the Elric brothers. But why would a state alchemist be here in Lior? Surely they can't have found out about our plans.
It's possible this
Our
dog is too
plans
sharp
are
for his
evil
own good.
plans.
Stan, we won't take too much of his time.
Good, then it's agreed. We'll make this quick.
Right. I was gonna say, this doesn't look like a shady place whatsoever.
Rose, these heathens have come to ensnare and discredit the Father. They're evil. This is God's will.
Brother Cray.
Well, like you said, let's
Yep,
make
there goes
this
all faith out the window. Also, I don't think a gun would hurt Alphonse. He literally doesn't have skin or a body.
Oh yeah, strike!
What's this come?
Can Alphonse even die? Like,
Ah, the Fullmetal Alchemist. Welcome to the home of our sacred order.
Father Cornello.
oh, come
I
on.
must apologize for my disciples' behavior. It would seem they've been misguided.
Okay, let's say I believe you weren't the one guiding them.
Right.
What next?
Look again. Could mere alchemy create something from nothing in this way?
Yeah, that's what I didn't get at first. How can you perform transmutations that ignore the law of equivalent exchange?
As
Probably
I
because
said,
they don't.
Because it isn't alchemy.
But then I started thinking about it. If you'd somehow managed to acquire a certain object to amplify your alchemy, one that's said to make the impossible possible,
Philosopher's Stone, right?
that would explain everything.
What?
I'm talking about the Philosopher's Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Your ring. That's it, isn't it? I've been
I thought-
looking for that that?
I thought the
The
Philosopher's
ring
Stone
is
would be a
just
lot
ring.
bigger.
I am God's humble servant. It is from he alone that I derive my power.
Still trying to sell that line, huh? If that's the way you want to play it, I guess I'll have to come up there and beat some truth out of you.
My, you really are quite the incorrigible heathen, aren't you? Rose, dear.
Yes, Father.
That gun there beside you, pick it up.
Oh no. Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Now, child, I want you to shoot the Fullmetal Alchemist.
No,
It's the guy in the armor, by the way.
Father, I can't do that.
I am the Sun God's chosen emissary. My word is the word of Leto.
You should just alchemy a gun,
Shoot
right?
him, Rose. It's God's will. Why hesitate?
no.
When you lost your fiance to that tragic accident last year, who was it that saved you from the very depths of despair? Have you forgotten?
It was you, Father.
That's right. It was I who took your hand and led you into God's light. And do you recall what it was I promised you then?
You said if I had faith, you'd bring him back to life.
No, wait! It's not me, honest!
Damn it, I'm the Fullmetal Alchemist! It's not him!
He doesn't even...
It's the short one. You're
Oh
kidding.
my god. I really appreciate how they can put humor into a scene like this. I don't know. It's hard to really like say anybody's at fault in this situation except for the father. I mean, like, obviously this girl's being manipulated. Like, we kind of already knew that. The father's kind of a bit of a tropey evil character. Like, this is a bit of a lot of shows and fiction and all that do this, where you have some sort of religious sect that is obviously manipulating people. And the easiest people to manipulate are people that are desperate, that went through something really tragic and traumatic. And even though I said this is like a trope in fiction, this is something that is real at the same time. I mean, even throughout history in the US, a lot of religious sects and cults and all these other things, they preyed upon very weak, vulnerable people that were really just looking for a way out of issues they had in their life. You know, I think something deep down inside of us really wants something to believe in. Like, no matter what you think of religion, I think it is kind of like a natural tendency to want to believe in like some higher power or in something bigger than yourself. And I think especially people that are in vulnerable situations that are misguided, they can really easily be taken advantage of, obviously. So it really is just a shame to see this girl. But I think, I mean, obviously this girl isn't a bad person, so she's not going to do anything. But hopefully she realizes it, and this girl's a first-hand witness as well. So whenever she snaps out of this and puts the gun down, she's obviously not going to hurt them. So now she can go back into town and just tell everybody that this guy's a fraud. So, and hopefully they'd believe her. Like, I think if it was just the Elric brothers, then the townspeople might suspect that maybe they're not telling the truth for whatever reason, because they're kind of strangers to them.
I'm sorry, but I have to do this. I don't have any choice.
He's been lying.
You always
to
have a
Rose.
choice.
You're wrong.
Always have a
I've seen
choice.
his miracles. Father Cornella will bring him back to life. I have faith.
Fine, then shoot.
Yeah, she's not a bad. Well,
Ow!
he's fine.
Good. God Leto is pleased. You have done well, my child. Now pick up the gun and shoot the other as well.
Haven't you made her do enough already?
He's armor.
Don't worry about it. He's pretty solid.
Yeah, see? No harm done.
An empty suit of armor that walks and speaks? Do you still doubt it, Rose? This unholy thing is an abomination. Evil of this kind must be purged.
The floor gonna open up? No,
And I believe my Chimera should be up to the task.
So this is the sort of thing you do with the
Chimera?
Philosopher's Stone. That's just twisted.
that's pretty cool.
Anyway, looks like
But,
I'll need a weapon.
I don't like the Chimera idea. I don't like where that is going.
No transmutation circle? So the state alchemist tile isn't just for show. You truly are gifted, however. Your little spear is no match for Chimera claws that tear through wire.
You shredded my pants.
Oh,
But I guess
you got
those
him.
claws don't do so good against steel.
Fight him, you stupid beast!
we get Tsukasa from
Like that kitty?
Dr. Stone in here.
Get a good
Punch the lion and one-shot it. Yeah, that works.
Your arm. A brother trapped in armor. I see. It's all becoming clear now. You did it, didn't you? The one thing even the most novice alchemist knows is strictly forbidden.
Damn straight he did.
Come down here and try me. I'll show you real quick who the novice is.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Yeah.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Why don't you come down here and try me? I'll show you real quick who the novice is.
Rose,
Ooh,
this is the price of
burn.
their sin. These fools attempted human transmutation, the greatest taboo for any alchemist. In their arrogance, they tried to bring someone dead back to life.
Yeah, hello?
Could touch the sun, but when he got
You just
close, his wings
didn't he
melted
just
and came crashing back down
like hello? Make the connection, Rose. What he just said versus what he's been saying.
Happens when you try to play God or whatever you want to call it. Take a good look, Rose. Is this what you want?
So this is the great Fullmetal Alchemist Edward Elric. Not even half a man. Hell, not even half a boy.
And
What do you mean not even half? It's only an arm and a leg. He's still got another arm, another leg, a head, and a torso. That's more than he's more than half a man.
The stone before you get hurt.
Don't be absurd. Why? So you could use it for yourself? Please. If you fools are really so eager to play God, then perhaps I should send you to beat him instead.
Oh my god. He's got a whoa. Why didn't he just do that earlier?
Me and God, we don't get along too well. Even if I went, he'd probably just send me right back here.
Yeah, he talked to him.
This way!
That's so cool.
Well, don't just stand there after
So the way it works is like the equivalent exchange is like the wall is being used to make the door. Is that just like, you know?
What are you gonna do, boy? You're unarmed and outnumbered.
Look, just come quietly. We don't want to have to rough you up.
Like, what's wrong with these people, man?
Don't go easy just because he's a kid. You got that?
These guys
What do
suck.
you think of Cornello now, Rose? He just opened fire. He didn't care that you were in the way.
But that's because
Nope. Don't. Rose, stop.
what he said back there is true, isn't it?
We're not evil. All we wanted was to see our mom smile again. Do you see it? My brother drew that with his own blood. His leg had been taken. He was bleeding. I can't imagine the pain he was in. But through all that, he still gave up his right arm to transmute my soul and bonded me to this suit of armor.
Oh, is that what happened? Oh, it is. I don't know why I didn't
Help him get his body back
make
the
that
way it
connection.
was. He wants to find a way to get me back to
Yeah,
normal.
so
too.
I didn't realize
He
Edward
won't
only
leave
lost his
me.
leg
We
for
might
the
even get killed along the way.
original thing.
But that's the path we chose.
There you are, you infernal brat!
Look, can we just cut the crap and talk here? All I want are some straight answers about the stone. Tell me what I need to know, and I'll be on my way.
He's so smug. I love it.
In a few more years, I'll be ready to unleash this mindless horde upon the world. And I'll use the Philosopher's Stone to tear this country apart. Who knows?
But
I
for
might even carve out a
why?
slice for you.
But why? Like,
Yeah? Wait, what are you laughing about?
I knew it. You really are a novice, aren't you?
okay.
You don't mean that!
There were never any miracles, Rose. He lied to you. He lied to everyone.
Wow. I'm kind of glad that we're not going to be spending too much time on this villain because he's just kind of, I hate to say it, and but I'm going to call it like how it is. This guy's a bit of a tropey villain. I mean, he wants to use manipulation and all that in a very real way, mind you, but he wants to use all that for nothing other than like selfish gain is like obviously a normal theme within antagonists and villains, but he doesn't even seem to have any greater reason to it. I think I mean, as far as he said, he's just literally wants to tear things apart and trample them. Like I feel like everything people do, no matter what, is motivated by reason, you know? So maybe he has some deeper reason, but I'm not seeing it.
Why you? How long has that been on?
From the start, your believers heard every word.
How could you? You'll pay dearly for this!
How?
Sorry, not today!
Nobody's gonna help you anymore, man.
Just face it, you're outclassed here.
am without rival!
Jeez.
It's a rebound.
No, I won't be disgraced like this!
A rebound.
Behold, the chosen emissary of the sun god Leto!
Isn't what he's doing right now human transfiguration, or no? Maybe I'm confused exactly what human transfiguration is. Like just trying to make a human or bring one back to life. I was under the assumption that it had anything to do with sacrificing or altering humanity, like humans.
Oh yeah, fist of God, huh? Well, if that's what you want, you can have it.
To drop the statue on him. Damn. Oh.
What the hell? The stone. It's supposed to be perfect material. How did it just break like that?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Spare me, please. I was wrong. Please, I beg you.
It's a damn fake.
Please don't. I'm helpless without the stone. Spare me, please.
You mean we went through all this, risked our lives for this one possible chance, and it's a fake?
So, what about me?
I don't care what you do, just get out of here!
Knock him out, man. Nah, it's too nice for that.
And what about the stone?
He's gonna get his just desserts later.
Just like him.
Everybody knows he's a phony.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Al. For
That's
a while
interesting.
there, I thought we'd really found a way to get.
I mean, I'm kind of confused how it's a phony whenever he was obviously doing.
Rose.
Like I was just saying, it was a fake.
How's he even doing the alchemy without equivalent exchange if he didn't have a real one?
Liar! You want to keep it for yourself, don't you? So you can use it on your bodies. That's right. And so you can try to bring your mother back again.
You shut up! People don't come back from the dead, Rose. Not ever.
Yeah.
Not ever.
Rose, you should know the pain in his eyes is real. You know.
He said if I
She can recognize it.
miracle. That hope was all I had left. What am I supposed to believe in now? Tell me what to do. Please.
You gotta find that out for yourself, you know?
I can't tell you that. You have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Stand up and walk. Keep moving forward. You've got 2 good legs, so use them.
Mm-hmm.
You're strong enough to make your own path.
It's a good message. It's about the best thing you can say to somebody in that sort of situation.
That damn brat, it's all ruined. Everything I worked for.
Yes, all that hard work for nothing. I knew we should have just incited a little rebellion.
You.
I'm hungry, lass. Can I eat the old man, please? He's big and fat.
Not this one, Gluttony. We don't want you giving yourself indigestion.
Now you two, everyone is mocking me. I won't stand for.
Jeez.
I'd say this concludes our business.
That guy looked away for half a second and he
Just
through
as
the
things
head.
were beginning to look promising, too. Now I suppose we'll have to start over from scratch. Father won't be pleased. In any case, it's time we started thinking about our next move.
Well, that was pleasant all around. I think one of the more overarching important aspects of this episode was we built up even farther this duo of enemies that we saw at the very end who had disposed of the father. We have Gluttony and then the long-nailed woman. Long-fingered? Was it her finger or her nail? I don't even know. Yeah, I think some interesting overall notes from this, and a little bit more world building and story building stuff too. Like, one thing that we saw that didn't really get explained was the rebound that the father had when he was doing alchemy. He had he tried to make more a gun or something, and his whole arm corrupted and turned into a piece of machinery or something. I don't know exactly what. Another weird thing is the Philosopher's Stone that he had was a fake, but yet somehow it still appeared as if he was doing alchemy that didn't require equivalent exchange, or was super boosted. Like, the stone obviously did something. I don't know if it was just like a bootleg Philosopher's Stone. Like, I don't know if there's just like things that do something similar to that aren't the genuine article. That's all I can really gather from it. They didn't really explain more about it. Maybe they will. I guess we just continue and see where it goes from here. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Later.